Good morning, Heirloom family. It's your boy Jeremy, and today is what day, Thomas? I'm gonna let you get in on this.
It's Tuesday the 20th.
Come on, man. You sound tired. Why are you tired, man?
Oh, because yesterday.
Tell the viewers what happened yesterday.
Yesterday we went to the Discovery Pod.
In Bend.
Discovery West. We were there till 1 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, he's not lying, people. And then we got home. I think after you guys left, Jordy woke back up. I say Jordy, that's my son Jordan. And I never went to bed, so I have not gone to sleep, not 1 minute. Dedication. But we are here, and we are doing a lot today, going over the Bear River Casino giveaway. This trailer has just made leaps and bounds from not even 10 days ago, when it was just a little old trailer coming on in. I will say I'm very proud of this team. They have kicked butt making this happen, guys. It's just been amazing how much effort and energy has gone into this, and with no overtime. We did this with everybody just putting their heads together, working smarter, working harder, but really focusing on every attention to detail. I just met with the tile guy a little earlier. He's a new guy that we're going to be trying out. Looks like he has some really nice custom work. I feel comfortable that with his portfolio, and we'll make an introduction to him tomorrow when he starts, that he's going to do this job. And after that, the guys already started and dry fitted yesterday when we were gone all the cabinetry. We got a little surprise that we're going to be putting in there, so I'm excited about that. We just went over and looked at the table with the logos and doing all the inlay stuff, so it's a lot of detailed pieces that have to come together. And we're going to go over all that as it starts to happen. But let's go ahead and catch you guys up to where we're at. You guys might notice this looks a little different. It is a very big white background. I think that would be a good green screen almost, right? There we go. So the board and batten has been painted. We have basically put 3 coats. We have a primer coat over the already primered siding. Then what we did is we went in and we actually mixed a primer coat in the paint, and we use a very high-end finish exterior grade paint, so that way it gets a very good seal. We shoot 2 more coats on there, and then there's still going to be touch-up stuff that we do. When you're doing the paint process, it is a bear, no pun intended, but you have to make sure you have all of your stuff properly taped off correctly. You have to make sure your windows are taped off correctly. If this stuff isn't properly taped off, you do what I did the other day when we left for California and scraped windows for 4 hours. Not fun. So make sure that you guys know what you're doing. This is where I tell people, just like framing and in different parts of the process, there's a reason you hire professionals. Guys, you don't want me painting this thing. I'm not a painter. I can do little things, no problem, but to get this finished the way they do, and you guys saw a couple, 3-4 weeks back when we did the wrist delivery, which is the same style and finish of home, and it just is amazing how beautiful it pops. That farmhouse theme is really gorgeous, but it's a lot of white, and a lot of white means a lot of blemishes and things that can show, so make sure you got a good painter, and that is our man Eric. I'll introduce you guys to him. He's an amazing painter. But let's go ahead and go in. Thomas, got to be a little bit careful because all of this is tacky and wet, so just watch yourself. Come on in, sir. Watch your edges too. Alrighty, so what have we done? What have we done? What have we done? I'm going to turn this a little bit just so we don't get too much shine for you guys. All the walls are pretty much about 98% finished. You guys are going to see all the tongue and groove is in. What we talked about is these seam edges and the intricacies of making sure that your edge corners match line to line. And you'll see a little bit variance here, but I promise you, as soon as you guys see the cove go in, which is a U-shaped strip that triangulates and gets pin nails, finish nails in, and then painted white, once it's all in, you guys will see that the fine line is 99.9% accurate on all your corners and edges. I'd like 100, but let's be real, it's wood. Nothing's 100%. It will look beautiful. We have all of our rough-in done now. Everything's been spot checked. Everything's been put on test. Why do you do that? Well, you don't want to tear the house back apart. No more holes. We want to cover holes. So everything gets checked. All your wiring, your live wiring, all of this stuff. You put the voltmeter on it. You go through it, make sure that every single thing is beeping and testing. We did put the plumbing on test. They capped it. We weren't here for it because we were on our trip yesterday, but they cap all the PEX lines. And then what they do is they run a hose through the main line, and then what they want to make sure is that we don't have a shower coming from somewhere. That's a good thing. This is going to be the kitchen right here. We make 90 to 95% of our cabinets in-house. We have our own CNC machine. The CNC machine is what you guys saw the logos being made on for the drop-down table it's going to go in. Those cabinets that we have, what we'll do is we'll get like birch, maple, grade A, whatever it's going to be, and we can cut and make almost anything out of the CNC once you program it. That's probably the hardest part, is programming it. And when it's done, then what the guys do is they create different steps, which right now, this is a riser, and this is your toe kick. And what we're going to end up doing is we're going to end up putting the on top of the platform your cabinetry so that you have a standard cabinet height. All the cabinet bases, we have those pre-assembled based on the sizes we need. And then the guys go in, and that's where the real detail comes to, is making all of the filler panels and all of the cutouts based on what we're doing. And on this, we're just going an extra mile, so we actually are going to have a little bit less cabinet space. And I know a lot of people say, well, why? Why would you do that? Because I want to make sure that when we do this, we go all out. It is small, obviously, but we're going to have a slide-in cook center. We're going to have Fisher and Paykel, who is actually going to be sponsoring us as well. They are giving us a huge surprise, and Thomas knows what it is, but we're going to go ahead and not say that to you guys. It's going to have a cooktop and fridge. That's all I'm going to say to you, but just wait. And then we're going to be debuting what is probably my favorite thing other than the house, just being the house, because I love the house, is the sink dishwasher combo. And what that is Full Tile America is a European-based company. They reached out to me about almost 8 months ago. And I ended up meeting with the CEO, the director, 2 of the owners, some of the investors, and I will officially be the first tiny home company in the country that will have this full tile dishwasher and sink combo, 2-in-1, put into one of our Tiny Heirloom tiny homes. So I feel very privileged for that, for 2 reasons. One, that's a big honor. I don't take that lightly, even though they are a out of the country based company. They're not a US company, and they're coming into US territory, but that doesn't matter to me. The technology is absolutely amazing, and everything that offers is so much more better, and it has so much more benefit than what it doesn't have to offer. So that's the one reason. The second reason is because one thing that I think Ryan and I really strive for the most is we want to be unique. We want to be different than everybody else. And how do you set yourself aside? Because everybody's doing stuff. And I'm not going to say we do the most elaborate every time, or we do things better than the next tiny home company. I've seen some tiny home companies that do some amazing work. And I am a big supporter on supporting other companies, even in the tiny home business. But with that said, I want to be unique. I want this thing to have not only that punch and that bite that it already does have with the whole theme, but I want to make sure this thing is extra, extra, extra. And so the Full Tile America, and I say that because that is the branding they're using. Full Tile is the actual company name, and Full Tile America is the brand that's coming out in the United States. We have Friday, the first shipment of 10, so I actually have 11 of those units, and nobody else does. And I've got 10 coming every single month of every single year from it. However on. What we are going to be doing, and this is what I love, is the Full Tile sink and dishwasher combo is going to be a stock-based package. We are not upgrading it. We're not charging you for it. It's going in just like you would have a sink. You are getting a dishwasher for free. I say that because by the time I go in and I do a undermount sink, and you have to do all the work it takes around a butcher block, granite, quartz, any of that stuff, you spend money for guys to go in and do that work and make the cutouts, and it has to be on point, precise. If it's not, then everything stands out and looks horrible. Where I get some savings back is Full Tile is an over-mounted drop-in, so it actually will go up and over, and then it has a little square edge stainless rim, real small, real modern, real contemporary. You don't even realize it's an overmount. And so the sink is a nice full sink. I'll get you guys all the dimensions. It is on a 42-inch cabinet base. So what we do is we are actually making 2 separate 22-inch cabinets and marrying them to fit this. But what you get out of it is 3 things. You will get a full-on sink, which can take a butcher block insert. You will get a dish drawer, but it's not coming out like a standard dish drawer would. It's gonna be on top. The glass is tempered, so when it comes down, it actually sits, and when we get it in, you'll see, it's like, I think about a couple of millimeters past whatever surface edge you're on. So you can use that as prep space. When you open it, everything's electronic. You push a button, it opens. It actually has a music melody is what they said to it too, which is pretty cool. The dishwasher is silent. You don't even hear it, he said. I'm stoked because I haven't gotten to see it actually in action other than the videos. So it's got a soap dispenser, a single hole for your single main faucet, and it will fit almost any standard faucets. And then that faucet is positioned on center between both sections so that it doesn't look funky. But then if you don't use the dishwasher for the dishwasher, there's an insert and then there's a setting that it can be a vegetable steamer. You can actually go in and clean your vegetables and steam them in that same thing. That's amazing to me. The sanitization is like 180 degrees. It literally will go in and just boil everything out. It's all made with that, and I'm gonna say it wrong, I know I am, so you guys can hate on me for all you want, don't care. But it's gonna be that microbacterial stainless steel grade, which is basically hospital grade stainless steel. And what that means is that once the sanitization hits it with the high steam and the high heat, you could lick it with your tongue and you ain't gonna have any issues. No COVID there, it's gone. So I'm excited, that's gonna be a great thing. What it will do though is with the plumbing, and again, we'll show you guys once it's in. I know I'm going a little bit on about this, but I'm just excited. How long have we had it here? Like 3 months? Yep. Just been in a box, and I've been looking at it, and I'm like, man, I wanna get it in, but oh well. So long story short is, once it's in and it's flush, you normally have like, roughly about a 28-inch, 30-inch cavity where you normally have like, you're under a sink, typically like your sponges, your soaps, all your detergents and that stuff. In this case, what we're gonna have is a lot of the under plumbing is under it. It's an actual kit and it's in 2 pieces, that's it. But it has quite a bit of intricate neck and traps, so this way that it properly flows and doesn't back up, and you don't have that issue of it getting caught with debris, especially with the dishwasher, because let's face it, no one cleans a dish perfect, and then you got noodles. I do with my kids. So it's going to take, I think realistically, probably right about here, which means we're not going to have a lot of room down here. So I'm having Mike and the team over there in the cabinet department just do a nice wide pull-out drawer. So I don't know if he's going to do 221s. I think he's going to do 142 drawer, a big one, which will be great for flatware, and it'll pull out underneath. So you're still going to get some function with the drawer space. To make up for it, this is what we did. And again, once we have the cabinets in, you guys will see it a little bit more, and I'll reiterate this once it's in. Over here, we're going to have a Fisher and Paykel cooktop. We'll show it to you guys. I chose to go with the dual burner elongated, so it's only 12 inches wide to make up for this bad boy, so that we have a little bit more prep space here. And then again, because of the heights of the glass that's tempered both on the cooktop and on the faux tile, it's actually level where both of those meet. So you'll have from this corner all the way to about roughly here worth of prep space. Decent amount of prep space, and you guys will get to see that once you obviously see when the cabinets are in the next day or two. I might end up trying to see if we could do a little floating shelf here. We'll see. I don't want to have too much intrusion on when you come in, just because nobody wants to go and bunk their head. But Thomas, why don't you come over here, and then we'll kind of walk them through here. So to make up for the cabinet space, because I am very cognizant of this stuff, because I know that wives and moms especially, and then anyone who just likes to cook in general, they don't want to have no space. And that's one of probably the biggest complaints anyone gets in the tiny home industry is, I can't do this, I can't downsize, no way, no how, ain't happening, I'm not giving up my cabinets. I get it, this isn't 5,000 square feet, so what do? This is going to be, for this unit, a ridiculous fridge. 32 inches wide. That is huge for a small 24-foot unit tiny home. We're gonna do a nice deep above fridge cabinet. We'll do a surround. It is a counter depth fridge. I'm not saying anymore. Done. Can't say anymore until it's in because I want you guys to be surprised. This called for nothing from where you see the edge of that wood base all the way to about, give or take here. This was just going to be a wide open void just for some space, just to chill and relax. We changed it. You're going to have the bed pushed up against this wall all the way now. We were going to center it, which was going to have spacing and spacing. I don't like that. I don't like having things fall back and pillows. Even with the headboard, it wouldn't have worked. So we're going to push the bed all the way up against this wall, all the way up against this wall. Yes, it'll be a little off-center to this window when it drops down, and that's from Brita Beds. Brita Beds is another one of our sponsors and another one of our affiliates that we buy all of our now new futon combos. They've got some amazing combos. Combos with built-in tables, wardrobes, everything from a twin, full, queen, king, and they've got double bunk, stackables. They've got peekaboos. Peekaboo, I call them peekaboos. They can go in the walls and out of the walls if your framing's deep enough. And then they have the bad boys. And the bad boys are what Lakes and Tustis had, which is you have the couch built into it. So it really becomes nice because then the bed's out of the way and you have all that nice floor space. You have a couch to sit on. We, unfortunately, because they're from Idaho and where the shipping comes from, they actually tried to see if we could get and switch out the bed we had here. But there was no possible way, so we're not going to get the couch on this one, but you guys will at least get to see the bed. It's going to match exactly the cabinetry. That's the beautiful thing. You order black cabinets, flat panel. I can order that black flat panel. You order a white shaker. I can order this white shaker. So it's really cool because you can match it, and I like that idea. So by pushing it up here and here, what it's going to do is leave us a decent void here in the front of the bed, which I think is important because we know a lot of people do not like to crawl over that significant other in bed. So at least you'll be able to walk around and come over here and get into bed as a secondary. And then wherever the bed ends, give or take, I think about here, because these are going to be the reading lights. That table that you saw is going to go right at the edge of this tape line to here. So it's going to become a nightstand over in bed. It's going to become a little dining table, bar table, whatever you guys want to eat because you have the kitchen, prep table, and then it's going to drop down. This was voided. I went to Lawrence, I went to Aaron, we had a meeting and I said, hey guys, I know we are doing this in a ridiculous quick time. I don't care, add more. So I like saying that. And then they get mad and then they do it. So whatever. Fridge. We're going to do a step down built-ins all throughout here. Bookcases, shelving. I'm going to see if we can do a small little pocket area and maybe do like a little safe in there. Just something really nice and fill in the void here. I think this will be what it needs to give you the lack of a few cabinets here so that you have extra space here, top space there. You're going to pull out drawers down here. You are going to have a row of 3 or 4 drawers here. So you're going to have what you need for silverware. You're going to have what you need for flatware underneath. You're going to have what you need for pots and pans. For here, what you're going to have is you're going to have stuff that's going to be for, showcasing and, whatever, a little artwork niche, whatever you want, a little homework niche for kids, pictures, just additional storage. So I think between what we're doing here, what storage also, there's a little bit of storage that comes with the bed. Here, for 24 feet, being a main floor master all-in-one combo and not having the variances of roof line heights changing on you and crawling up in a loft and all of that, that's what makes, I think, the Legacy one of the best models, I think, hands down, is out there, is just because of how open and airy it is and the flow of it. Now in the bathroom. So this is probably next to, I have a lot of favorites, but this is going to be one of my favorites because we are using that geometric tile in the matte white. And if you guys can see right here where Christian's at once again, he likes the videoing, by the way, so we're going to get him in those videos more, and then he can say something. You want to say something to the group?
Hey guys.
That's it? Hey guys? You got to be like,
Hey Heirloom.
good morning, Heirloom family. This is your boy, Christian.
Morning, Heirloom family. This is your boy Christian.
There you go, buddy. Get it. All right, so might be a little squeaky on camera. Hell of a plumber. Good HVAC guy too. So he's gonna go in. He's putting in the last of the rough-in valves right now. This is gonna be where the shower head goes. So he's gonna put the handle set here, shower head here. He's already plumbed for the rain head. So we're actually gonna have a rain head and a shower head combo, all in matte black. We've got the niche cut out. We gotta put the insert in tonight. They gotta get this all green boarded and ready. And then the tile guy's gonna come in at 8:30 tomorrow. We're gonna get some good video in the morning of him. And then I actually won't be here, so I'll have you get some good video of him. And then we'll probably strap him up with the GoPro. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited because he knows what I want. And it's gonna look like a beautiful, if done the way I envision it all, solid piece shower. You won't even realize it's tile until you see it's tile. Just because of how tight the grout lines are gonna be and just how, we're talking 1/16 of an inch. We're talking that thin in between. Where normally tiles like that with grout, this is gonna be very, 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 very tight. And the purpose for that is to create that ambiance of all the shape, and then it's just gonna pop. And then we're gonna put the icing on the cake with the fixtures, and then those beautiful doors. I cannot wait. This right here is gonna be again, that microbacterial. I have to say it slow because if I don't, I always mess it up. Stainless steel, inserted medicine cabinet, but I do not like medicine cabinets with swing doors. It takes up too much room in tiny homes. So this one is on a barn slider and it slides that way, right past the wall. So you have no space being taken up. And it actually is as deep as you see this pocket. So it's as deep as a 2x4 stud, which it's great. I mean, good for all your stuff that you need, medicines, toothpaste, all that good stuff. We're gonna have a custom sink here. Just a regular, it's basically like a white Corian top. It's gonna have a nice matte black fixture, and then it's built into a white, looks like almost like a barnwood shiplap base, and it too has 3 drawers, and then it has a barn slider with matte black hinges. So again, I'm going for the storage theme. We're gonna keep this area open just because we don't want this thing too tight to the point where there's no more room. And then we'll put the toilet right here, which the back of the toilet will go here. So in theory, from about where I'm at, this is cut off now. You got your toilet, sink, you have plenty of room to walk without feeling claustrophobic at all or turning. And then the doors are reversible for the showers, so the door is gonna open from right here. This way it can open all the way up, and you're gonna have a 28-inch opening for the door to walk perfectly fine into, and you get to have a little ambiance with the spa shower as it's coming down on your head. Stay tuned, guys, and like always, smash that button, hit that bell, comment, subscribe, share, and we will be back for another video. All right, guys, so we had to take a quick little break. I know we were just talking about paint. I'm actually gonna get the painter. Eric, don't go hiding. Come here, sir. We're introducing people today. The Heirloom family said we're tired of looking at my ugly mug and they want to know who makes these beautiful trailers. So come here, Eric. Eric's on our team. He's been with me for 3+ years. And one of the best dudes I ever could say that works for us. We've had a good history together. And Eric is a phenomenal painter. He actually does all of our paint. He does a lot of our paint finish. We get a lot of custom colors like people want a cabinetry. Instead of us trying to prefab and buy at the store, which I do at times, especially if we have tight deadlines and can't make it, he's like, nah, Jeremy, that's played. We're gonna custom paint it for clients and do the right thing. So this man, and the way that he just whips that gun, I think that we will take one of those cheaper little cameras, and I think we should definitely hook them up and get them in there with the paint going and the spraying. So, what do you guys say to the Heirloom family?
I paint for excellence and I paint for you.
All right,
and
buddy.
For the company.
Thank you. So, essentially what I did is, you saw the tile, right?
I did.
I just wanted to do full pieces as much as we can, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, because the whole point is it's supposed to look like one geometric shape.
Okay.
So they're recommending as tight of a grout line, about an 1/8 inch, just so that it's tight and you have that look.
Sure.
I'm gonna have one piece cut perfectly out of those that I have so that you can put one solid piece back there.
Okay.
Do a side piece, and then use the remnants to do these edges for the niche. We have the soapbox niche for you. And then I bought those black matte pencils
Right.
to make up for right here.
Okay.
I also bought extra deep Schluter in matte white for your edges and everything.
Very good.
And so I'm gonna go pick that up today. And we
Okay.
did get another box, so I have 113 foot now
Okay.
of it. So we'll keep the ceiling as it is, so you don't have to worry about that. But I do want to go all the way from the down, all the way to the top,
Okay.
and just tight and have that look.
Okay.
So
What was the actual dimension? Is it 24 by 48 or 12 by 20?
This in here.
32 by 40.
The tile. I'm trying to see if you have any cuts.
15 and a quarter by 23 7/8.
it's in the other room. We can grab it.
Because I forget the pattern. Do we have to?
It's going to be a
if we have-
vertical stack.
If we have a cut, can you bring the tile in?
Yes, absolutely.
Right there.
It'll be a vertical stack is what Richard said is the best way that it looks good on something this small.
Sure.
If it was wider, he said, yeah, you could run it horizontal, but he's like, you're going to miss that effect. So we were just going to go vertical stacks up top and then just side by side by side.
Sure.
So obviously our two bigger pieces and then our two smaller and then up. I think I got 32 feet of that Schluter, I think. Yeah, I think I got 32 feet of the Schluter.
Is it going to be a white grout?
Yeah, it's a white sanded matching grout, and then I got you the silicone too.
Yeah, so the corners that won't be a problem.
And I'm fine. I mean, I'd rather do the two main solid on center, and then cut,
Sure.
and then the one or two solid here. And if you find it that you do one solid, two solids, and have a small cut here, do that. Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm good with it. The pencil, there's a few more pieces I could get. I got enough to do this niche twice. So I figured it's only there to basically cover your line, and that is it. So that way it's all about that pop of the white.
Is that Weddy niche? Is that what's the one you want to use here?
Yeah, and I'm not going to do the double. I'm just going to do the single 22 by 16. And we're taking the insert out. So it's just one hole, and that's it. Sukasa is your Sukasa. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, I will email you all those documents.
Okay.
Sweet.
See you 8:30 tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
All right, sweet.
Hi, I'm Neil Aronowitz from Neil Aronowitz Tile and Stone here in Portland, Oregon. And we've been called in to do an installation which is slightly unusual in that it's a mobile home. But I like the design that he's come up with. So we're using a special lightweight board, so this will be we're minimizing the weight using this it's kind of a foam board. And this will be fixed to the studs, and then we'll be tiling on top of it. So it's a rather nice design, which I'm sure you'll be seeing as we install it. It's a three-dimensional tile. And the quality, this is unusually good quality on the framing. We usually have to do a little bit of TLC on the framing before we start, but they've done a fantastic job on this. So everything's been prepped for us really well, so we don't anticipate any problems. And looking forward to seeing the final result.